versus Fatality now. So this set was interesting. Where when going into the set, my mindset was either Zero is gonna wall out Fatality really hard and just not lose, because like Fatality is gonna just do his thing and get in. I mean, he's not gonna do his thing and Zero is just gonna keep him out and that's it. And once Zero is in your head and corners you, it's normally game over. Like you can't get him out of your head. He's like a parasite when he's in there. So I thought either that was gonna happen, it would just be pure like outclass, get out of here, Fatality. Or the opposite, which is going to be Fatality has a really good rushdown game, and if Zero can't handle Fatality's rushdown and gets him on tilt or off guard, Zero just cracks and loses. And so I thought it was going to be a 3-1, because even if Fatality like cracks Zero, Zero's not going to crack so much he can't take a game with some adaptations. But Fatality's a good player, and like he's really good at adapting, so if you start punishing him for habits, he'll read those habits and counter them. So it's very hard to 3-0 Fatality, or like make a 3-0 comeback on him. But yeah, so that was my mindset. Either Zero walls him out, just outplayers him, Fatality gets flustered, doesn't know what to do, doesn't adapt, loses, or Fatality just kind of goes in on Zero, destroys him. Zero figures out a couple things for one game, but Fatality counter-adapts. But this was a great set. I'm not even gonna pull this mid like match. I'm just gonna watch each game and analyze each like 5-second game afterwards. Fatality, I don't know what Fatality would be. He's probably gonna be top 20 PGR at this point. Maybe even top 15. That man, he has some really mediocre runs, like for his like player skill. But then some of his runs are like ridiculous. Like his record versus Como this season. Actually, I got pause. This was just broken. Dash attack, pick banana up with dash attack, throw it down air as a combo, or maybe 50-50. I'm not sure. Footstool. Like that's tilting right there. Look at the player cams. Actually, look at the player cam of Zero when he dies. Oh, he like looks up for a second. I think it's like a very slight head movement. Actually, I'm not sure. Maybe he doesn't care. I don't know. Actually, Zero looks like so focused. You can't even tell. And then they're just spacing normal stuff, but it doesn't matter. Because at this point, if you're fighting a... Oh, so that was godlike. Right here, this was like... Because this is the spacing where it's 50-50 land for Falcon, and you never want to fight Falcon at this spacing. You either get closer to him and fight him, or you back off a bit. You never say in this spot, unless you want to play for the 50s. Down throw, up air, and this comboed. This is what was insane. That comboed, and... That's it. I think Zero could DI it away, but like I don't think it would have mattered. I think the matter was DI was he was dead. Fatality's happy. Yeah. And then I think Pierce comes through with the coaching right away, and Zero is tilted from what I remember at this point. Like I remember Zero being very like tilted looking when Pierce was coaching him. But I do like how Zero calls for the coach immediately. Instead of waiting till he's down 0-2, he recognizes he needs some help, he needs some adaptations. Get him some help. And Scat's also giving him some... I don't think Scat can say much. Scat is probably just like, okay, dude, you kind of shot in Zero. Just do the same thing. Don't get... You know what? If Scat's a good coach, what he says right here is just, hey, don't get too overconfident. It's still Zero. You got a good first game. He's probably a little bit tilted, but if you go off, he's going to counter your tilt. Or his tilt and just counter tilt you. I don't think Pierce told him to go Sheik. You know what it was? Because it looked like these two are arguing. If you go back to like the player cam, you look like Zero shaking his head, scratching his head. Pierce is like trying to say stuff. Zero looks over. Like you can tell that like they're like discussing things, maybe arguing, and like he like nods his hand like, no, it's not gonna work. I can't do that. Like I don't know. And Pierce is like, okay, in that case, like Zero's probably gonna go Sheik. Pierce is like, okay, in that case, do this and this and this and watch out. But yeah, you can tell. That sucks. So if you're a coach for someone and they lose like confidence in their main and they go into a decision you don't agree, but you have to just like accept it, it's how do you talk to them? Like if you're a Pierce, this is probably a weird spot where it's like, okay, if you're gonna go Sheik, do it, but I don't know. Yeah, Zero looks like sad though. He very much looks like heartbroken right now. Like Fatality got that first game, and Zero was shook. And then there's the Sheik. Now this Sheik is pretty good fundamentally, but we're not in 2016 anymore. You can't just play fundamental Sheik and win. You can't play any character fundamentally anymore to win. And I think Sheik is like one of the biggest examples of a character where even if you're a good fundamental player, you're gonna lose with her unless like you know like her crazy stuff. So yeah. And like this game was just kind of like there wasn't really much to say about it. You know, he punished forward tilt with up air and E. Like he's already lapped 0%. I think Zero starts doing a little bit of work after this, but it was like a little bit too late. Yeah, Jay, I post a song if you want to know. That's the song, Jay. Up air trades, not the best trade, not the worst trade, just there. That was such a good down air. Yeah, and Zero just gives up. This was like game over. Nair, forward tilt, Nair. Yeah, he tries the forward air, misses the spacing, gets punished with that into a tech read. It's like done. Now, the thing is, he's like, I'm done with this. Now the thing is about a situation like this is I've never seen Zero give up a game. I've literally my entire Smash career never seen Zero just run off stage and say, you know what, I can't bring this game back. I'm done. That's insane. The thing is, Zero at least recognizes he lost, so instead of giving Fatality the chance to style on him and make like more Twitch clips and put him even more in tilt, Zero's like, you know, I'm gonna throw this away right now, not get tilted more, try something else. So it's like a way to keep himself mentally in check. And then, this is actually a good Falcon pick, because Zero's Falcon is really good. It's when I said Sheik is a character you can't play with fundamentals and win with at this point, Falcon is the opposite. You can play with pure fundamentals, although Zero's Falcon makes me mad because all it does is up air and nothing else. But you can play this character with pure fundamentals and win if you're a good enough player, which you see with Zero doing. And they just like bodied. At least Fatality doesn't look too concerned. Like, there's also one of those things where if you're a spectator watching this, you're like, wait, what the hell? Fatality's getting freed up by Zero's Falcon, what's going on? But if you're a player, you recognize it's more like, oh, I don't know what this player's Falcon does. I'm not quite sure what's going to happen. I'm just going to kind of figure it out on the go. And like the player with Captain Falcon, aka Zero, has the mental advantage of, I know what you're going to do with Falcon. You know what I'm going to do? But that's only for a game or two. And you can even see, like, Fatality started bringing this game back, I remember. Yeah, like, Fatality's probably taking notes, like, okay, he's doing the jab 3, spacing back airs, doing a lot of up airs. And, like, if you're Fatality, you're just taking notes of everything Zero's doing, and you're going to counter it next game. Because this game's already gone. I mean, it's not gone, but you don't want to put too much effort into this game, lose it, and then be like, oh, I almost had Zero game 3, 3-0. So it's better to lose this one and go into the next game thinking, okay, Zero's confident. Let me just break this confidence now. This is the first time Zero lost Falcon Ditto. It's like the third time we've seen him play it. Because then you play the the Fatality Saga and beat Fatality in the Ditto, and that's about it. Like, I fought Zero's Falcon in tournament. It's pretty good, but like, you don't see it enough to make a good judgment of it. There's a game 4. And like I said, this is where Fatality... So this is the game where either Fatality wins the set or loses it. Because if he loses this game 4... what happens most likely is basically... Fatality loses game 4. Game 5, Zero's like, okay, I'm up 2-0 with Falcon Dittos. I'm confident, I got this, I know, I have reads, I know he's shook. And so Zero wins this if he wins this game. So Fatality has to win this game when he still has the advantage of, okay, took a game off me, but he doesn't know what my counter adaptations are going to be and I can get him off guard with my reads now. Actually, Lucina wouldn't have been a bad choice. Thinking about it, you're right, AOZ. Lucina would have been a really good choice for Zero. Yeah, but nice. See, Fatality's reading the jumps because he knows you're like seeing jumps, the space back airs and stuff. So he's just punishing that really hard. That's it. He knows Falcon's recovery, and that's a dead Falcon. That was such a cool forward tilt. Yeah, reads a jump. Because he knows Zero isn't comfortable with Falcon enough that like he's going to do like things like that jump because he wants to be safe instead of risking messing up your recovery. And that was our Now, if Zero got that downer, that would have been all the momentum he needed to bring this back. To be fair, he almost does. Yeah, he reads the dash grab and starts really punishing Fatality with 4 up airs. 4 up airs in a row. Oh my god, just seeing all these up airs is so funny. Just up air, up air, up air, up air, up air. Up air, up air, up air, up air, up air. Back air, yep. Yep, Fatality knows he's gonna go for back air, so might as well roll. Yeah, and that was a bad back air from Fatality. That just looked like kind of a back air that just does for hell of it, but a good player recognizes, hey, don't be right in that back air spot, and punish him if he goes for it. There we go, yeah. Fatality special right there is you just down air someone through the stage. I respect that Fatality is just like good games, and he doesn't pop off or anything. I wonder what he said actually. He looked like a that's a butterfly pose right there. I'm just trying to imagine what goes with this pose. Like, what do you say when you're doing this pose of fingers? Do you say, like, I understand that was just, you weren't playing that well that set, or I just got you with some jank this game? Like, what goes with that? What goes with the jazz hands as Vidden puts perfectly? I don't like shaking hands? I don't know. Yeah, Zero looks confused. Yeah, he's probably like, I don't know. I don't know, you're right, or whatever. But yeah, there we go. Nah, I don't think Fatality shot talks Zero. I really don't. Fatality's not the type of player to just like shit talk you when he wins. Like when he beat me, he was like, good games. Like, you know, he didn't say anything bad. I think it's just something like a down air maybe, but nah. There's a second upload on YouTube. Squipate. You can't do this. Holy shit. I'm so glad Fatality has a sponsor, and he has the most fitting sponsor for a Falcon player. Especially with his style. Yeah, so that is that.